AITA for breaking up with my BF because he left my 8 years old son at home as a punishment. This is a tough one, as I can't tell if my mama bear instincts are simply taking over. But something is telling me to run for the hills on this. And literally everyone is telling me I'm the one in the wrong here. I've been with my BF for 3 years. I have an 8-year-old son and a 12-year-old son. He has an 11-year-old daughter and a 6-year-old son. We just introduced all of the kids about a year ago, and in the more recent months, we have been doing weekend stays at my place. Back a couple weeks ago, we planned to go to the water park today with all the kids. We told all the kids and they were very excited to go. I had to work for a couple hours early this morning, so the plan was for my BF to drive all the kids to the water park at noon, and I would meet up with them at that time. I get to the water park at noon as planned, and he only has 3 kids with him. My 8-year-old was not with him. I start freaking out, asking where my son is. He tells me that my son apparently wouldn't take care of his laundry that I did last night. So he decided that since he refused to listen to him and refused to take care of his clothes, that he would not be attending the water park because it's considered a treat. And my son did not earn it. He tells me that my mother has my son, she lives with me, as she's elderly. I immediately tell my older son to get in my car. My BF asks what I'm doing, and I say that I'm going to get my kid and that he is absolutely wrong for thinking he has any authority to punish my child. I didn't tell my son to put his clothes away, so I asked him why he thinks he has the right to go on a power trip and step in to tell my child to do anything without first discussing it with me. He starts getting irritated and tells me that I shouldn't expect him to jump on board if he has no say on how the kids are raised, and that it's important for the kids to see us working together as a team and being on the same page in a form of punishments so that hostile or resentful environments aren't created. And once again told me that my son did not earn his right to the water park, and if him and I had already made a plan, then my son should have stepped up and said something. I told him he wasn't welcome back at my house and we were done. I then drove home, packed up all of the items that he and his children had at my home and left it at the end of the driveway and told him to come collect it before people think it's free items. I locked the doors, told my mother not to let him in, and I took off with my children to go to a separate water park. He is blowing up my phone at this point because I'm apparently being ignorant, and I'm ruining my son by making him entitled and not making him earn his way. AITA?